Consumers seem to be more interested than ever to know where their food comes from, what they're eating, the culture behind it, how it's produced.
Consumers' biggest concern is food safety.
We have to keep meeting these expectations as they're looking at non-GMO, organic, niche markets. It really doesn't matter. We need to be able to meet all of those expectations and requirements.
There's a humanization in pet food. People look on the back of the bag, on the label. They like to see ingredients that they recognize. And so there is a vast push within the pet business to be able to make ingredients more appealing to the consumer.
The consumers are pretty savvy now. I think they know how to look at labels. They want things simple, they want them fresh, they want things that are high quality, and we can be a part of that by offering that through the feeds that our customers are making, which are now foods. We can offer that quality and make sure they're comfortable and confident with that.
I think Cargill has a great responsibility to the food chain. We need to be leaders in this area and help our customers be leaders in this area.
So a secure supply chain is very important, making sure that the materials that go into the feeds they make to feed the animals that are consumed by human beings is safe for all to use. So at Cargill, we do verifications all the way back to the source of supply of the ingredients that we use to make premixes. We assure our customers of the safety of those ingredients that go into the premixes we make. Today in our world, we have to look for ways to make things more efficient. We have to look for ways to make things better from a food safety standpoint. So the technology that we've put into this plant here achieves and checks all the boxes in this area. We took an existing infrastructure that was sitting idle that had over 200,000 square foot of buildings, had 40 some acres of property here. We took that infrastructure and we've repurposed it into this large premix operation we have today. So to me, that's a huge plus in delivering on sustainability for Cargill and for our world.
So the equipment in the facility can be broken up into effectively 4 sections. The first section being the bulk. This is how we handle our carrier materials. They typically come in on bulk trucks and come in large quantities. The automated weighing and dosing system, or the AWDS, is the real new star of this show. That system was specifically chosen and designed around some of the vitamins and minerals that we have here. Those materials can be typically hard to handle depending on viscosity, seasonality, temperature changes. So we went with a really robust system that has dual weighing capabilities, so we can do large quantities or smaller quantities with the one system rather than having to use up 2 bins with 2 different scaling loads. That system by itself has really allowed us to take a lot of the material that's weighed by hand today, which could be up to 1 million bags a year, and take that off of an operator and automate it, which then leaves only 5% of the mass of what this plant is predicted to produce on the hand weighers.
From a human safety and health standpoint, we're letting the machines do the work instead of the people do the work. As you go through the system, then we have the dosing silos that give the extreme amount of accuracy. And then the way we're moving materials in this tower is another unique feature is we're using moving containers. They're containers on a track essentially, and they move back and forth under the AWDS system to pick up the micro ingredients. And then once those ingredients are all put together in a batch, there's another set of moving containers that picks up the next level. So packaging bins, which are at the end of the process, are really very important. So we chose a specific design called Diamondback design, which gives you a mass flow of that material all the way down through the packaging end, so that the beginning of the run versus the end of the run looks the same. You don't get any separation when you start to package or when you start to fill a super sack container at the end of the run. So it's a really, really neat design that I think addresses the need to have good, consistent product for our customers. One of the most unique things about this plant is we use no mechanical conveying systems inside the premix tower to move low inclusion premix. That's really important because it reduces cross-contamination, reduces carryover that might get into other products. So we have very clean design here. We also assure our customers of the integrity of that product, that it's exactly what they want, nothing more, nothing less.
If people have questions about traceability or contact tracing, we can find out where it came from, what happened to it, where it went. This facility really raises the bar in terms of our ability to hit accuracy on our dosing and really giving that confidence level to the customers in the products they buy from us. I think some of the benefits of this new facility for our customers will be the fact that Cargill is really investing in new technology to push for the future. And to me that just shows that Cargill is really putting the customer needs first.
So we're setting the standards here for what we see as premix and feed production for the future. So many of the ideas that we're taking from this operation can be applied across the globe.
We as producers, suppliers have a great story to tell because we can take great pride in how we have evolved and how we produce products that go on the consumer's plate.
This plant is a game changer. The whole industry is going to look at us as an example, how to make products safe and effectively.
It's allowing us to get ahead of the competition, get pushed forward and do something different that nobody else is doing.
This plant is just one of the components of our continued growth as we keep expanding and using the newest technologies to keep our industry thriving.
We're going to be able to help answer the questions that the consumer has downstream and be able to provide the solutions that they're looking for.
Cargill offers peace of mind to the customer. What they produce out of this facility will be exactly what they want.
The innovation, the new technology is really going to offer our customers the best in accuracy, precision, peace of mind, confidence.
Cargill believes, and we truly try to live this every day, is we want to nourish the world. One of the things that people don't realize is the tremendous amount of influence this plant will have on particularly the U.S. livestock and poultry industry. The amount of tons of complete feed that we influence from here will have significant impact, will nourish a lot of the U.S. feed market. As we do more around the world in this type of design and with our current plants, we're fortifying millions of tons of feed that ultimately is feeding 1 billion or more people around the world.
If you're interested in learning more about Provimi and Cargill, Lewisburg West, please contact us. We'd love to tell you our story.